Shalom. All praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Yacha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstone and salutations to all your sincere Akim. Alright, and what I'm just going to go into in this video is the started farming, the inflation going on in Babylon the Great, okay? Because the recently just going into CNN top news, okay? And that was I believe that was a day ago I was going into CNN top news, and what I noticed was that majority of the articles, okay, in that top news was going into the inflation. And you can see here, okay, that majority of the articles that is being brought out, they're actually being brought out at the same, during the same time period, which is 2 days ago, okay. They're going into like 10 of CNN's top articles, and a majority of them is going into inflation. The reason of the prices within Babylon the Great, the reason why the prices, gas prices are so high, food prices are so high, okay, everything is so high in Babylon the Great, and that basically going into inflation. The reason of the prices of goods and commodities, and it's going on all over the earth, and that's because for the most part these devils are done with the paper fiat currency that we're currently using, and are looking to move on to digital currency. So it's the digital dollar now, the digital naira now, digital euros, digital yuan, what have you, okay? And that's why you're seeing this inflation, seeing all these prices go up, because right now if you go to the digital currencies, okay, altcoin, cryptocurrency, they've all stabilized. There was a time period in which they were going down because of one thing or the other, different outcomes. Okay, when you don't know how Esau likes to manipulate the markets, and but now they've stabilized, and now one Bitcoin goes for what, $60,000. All right, now just showing you where Esau's mind is right now. His mind is on digital, with the metaverse, with the creation of all these central bank based digital currency, national currencies that are that is bringing out all over the earth. With different nations adopting the different nations are adopting the digital currency, whether they're using the blockchain or they are using a different method to create their own currencies. Okay, because now the main focus of Esoidom is that's you end up with the new world order, and that's why you're having the inflation of these prices, okay, because the money is getting ready to be the dollar is getting ready to be removed as the Federal Reserve currency, and what is about to be put is a digital currency that can easily be placed in, okay, a virtual space, or or for you to understand it better, that can be easily be put in an implantable microchip put in within your right hand or your forehead, because it's all going back to the markers. Okay, that's why this is happening, because make no mistake, this inflation, it is 100% completely, and what I'm looking for, artificial, right? It's being done by, it's being engineered by the elites of Esau Edom, because brothers are, you're going into last year, brothers are bringing out articles on how farmers are being paid money, okay, by the governments, okay, to kill their farming animals, to destroy their crops. Okay, they are being called, paid money, coerced, coaxed, whatever word term you want to use, because there was different things happening. You reject the money, and the government, put that strong arm on you, twist your arm to do it, okay? And now you're having inflation, which of course the inflation isn't predominantly because the prices are just going up because everything is now expensive, but it's a supply problem as well, because what you have in Babylon is a scarcity, or what you would consider a dearth. Okay, that's let me get the words right here. I have it right here, queued up. A dearth, dearth. Okay, basically a light famine, and dearth means scarcity of food. And the reason why you have a scarcity of food is because Esau is fucking around with the supply. Okay, you know the farmers that farm it, the farmers that till the land, the people that are supposed to be producing the crops, producing the foods. Esau is is like I said, manipulating their supply so that they can bring out less. Okay, because you have so many farmers that are talking about how, oh, they have animals, they have crops, but nobody is buying them. Okay, or the government is paying them to destroy them, and these things are now starting to creep back up again, because now the result of what happened during that time when these reports are being brought out is starting to be seen within Babylon the Great, with the high rise in the prices. Okay, as for the reason why the prices of other commodities are going up, the gas prices and the like, so just that is the result of the actual inflation. Okay, the dollar is becoming more and more devalued. So the dollar is losing its value. Okay, it's losing its buying power in the international markets because Babylon the Great is falling. The fact that the dollar is falling is proof that Babylon the Great is falling, because fiat currency, and I've said this before, fiat currency is connected to the government, the economy of a nation. And once that economy goes down, the money goes down as well. Once the government is going down, the money will go down as well. And pretty soon, what you will have is hyperinflation, where the dollar will be as good as toilet paper. Okay, where how did it go again? I read that it's what, Poland or Germany. I forget the country. During World War I, okay, you have to use a wheelbarrow of dollars just to buy a loaf of bread. You know, you leave a wheelbarrow of dollars outside, people leave the dollars and steal the wheelbarrow because that's more valuable. And I'm just talking about a wheelbarrow full of, talking about wheelbarrows full of dollars, man. But anyway, let me just get this dearth a little bit. Okay, so dearth is scarcity of food, of other situations of scarcity by 14th century. Okay, and it goes back to the old English word deore, which means dare. Okay, and the old Saxon deortha, splendor, glory, love, and glory. And basically, it's going into. Let me just read it. Okay, and the word death goes back to the word glory, and it's going into the connecting sense in English that in famines, food is costly because it is scarce. So the glory that is being spoken of in the death is actually food. Okay, so that's basically what has come into Babylon the Great. Right now it's going. You're going through a dearth, which is a minor famine because you're having a scarcity of food, and that scarcity is making the price of different items, not just the food, increase. Okay, and the reason why I was even going into this article, it's talking about, that's so saying, if I had a penny for every time I saw, you know, in that moment, okay, because yesterday I was looking through CNN's top articles. I just basically got it filtered through the spirit, man, because the spirit just had me go there. And what I saw was that majority of those articles, there was top 10 articles, and I can't get it again because I can't get it again because I'm actually looking at it on the system. After I tried to look for it on my phone, I couldn't find it, man. But I can testify, okay, I can attest 100% that majority of those articles yesterday, or I believe it was day before yesterday, were going into the inflation in Babylon the Great. Okay, why is this inflation happening? What is Joe Biden doing about the inflation? How can we reverse this situation? And of course, you're going to see CNN, write headlines about it, write articles about it. But when you actually go into the CNN TV channel and try to watch it and see what they're talking about, it's the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. That's the big thing. It's the C-19. That's the big thing. Okay, maybe a little bit of talk about the current job shortage, the current job vacancies, because people are quitting, people are being fired because they refuse the juice. Okay, but yeah, I had to just bring out a video going into this because once I saw that, once you see that, okay, even Esau's mainstream media have to address this matter. That's how you know it's bad. That's how you know that it has gotten to a, it has really gotten to the point where Esau's mainstream media that's full of counter stories, full of distraction stories, full of deceit, had to cover the truth for once. The truth being Babylon is falling. Okay, that's I really like Jeremiah the 51st chapter from the sixth verse. You know, Babylon has been a golden cup in the hand of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh, and it is falling because that is exactly what it is happening. And let me just get this quick precept, okay, because you have to bear with me, Slovakia. I don't have much precepts to go into, but I just want to bring this one out. I just recently went into it. Jeremiah 25, verse 9. Behold, I will send and take all the families of the north. Not this one, not this one. Jeremiah 25, verse 10. Moreover, I will take from them the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride, the sound of millstones and the sound of the candle. Right? And that's going into the grinding season, the grinding being low, no jobs, okay. And of course farming in the land, and of course pestilence as well, going into this infection and various other things, because the Most High is bringing down that hammer upon these people, man. Because the main thing is that the grinding being low, meaning no jobs in Babylon the Great, which of course is a part of prophecy, okay. Now, this just popped into my mind. Tell me, where in Egyptology, where in your Wakitaki Christianity, where in Islam, or where in any other belief you people have, that it told you that there would come a time where there would be no jobs in Babylon the Great, or there will be no jobs on the earth, right? Not as though there isn't any jobs, brother. Brother, only those that are down with the system, okay, down with the beast and his machine can receive those jobs, and everybody else, wouldn't be able to do it, okay. But know that book, but we that are Hebrew Israelites, that are bringing up this word, we are bugged out. We don't know what the hell they're talking about. We're a bunch of crazies. There's no way that we're telling the truth, but yet here it is staring at your face. Prophecy coming out once again, okay. But basically, the Most High has already this place is through. Many place is done. All right. The Most High has taken everything out of this kingdom: mirth, the enjoyment, the celebration, the voice of the bridegroom and the bride. Everything you're taken out of this kingdom, and this is just one of the many precepts that are going into this exact same thing of the curses that the Most High put on this place, and the cause of Esau Edom ruling within it, and the famine is just one of them. Dearth is just one of them. This is just one of the many signs of the destruction of Babylon the Great, of the destruction of this beast system, and that's where we're at. That's why you're seeing inflation. That's why you're seeing pestilence and plagues. That's why you're seeing these different judgments go forth on the golden city, on the whore, on the harlots, on Babylon the Great. Alright. And of course all the other nations that are joined to her, experiencing the same situations. I'm just going to end it right there. I'm trying to go into a quick video, just to bring this out. So all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Ba'asham Racha Kodash, Wa Abad Babal. And through the Spirit, I'll be Akim, Aquas, or edified. Shalom.